60 Carlton Street may just be Toronto's most prestigious address. Since 1931, Maple Leaf Gardens has been the city's home of hockey champions with 11 Stanley Cups. But on November 1st, 1946, the Gardens made hoop history, hosting the first NBA game ever played. A jump ball may have seemed like a face-off, but Toronto fans enjoyed that first game despite a 68-66 loss to the Knicks. Tonight, the Bucks will play the last scheduled NBA game in this hallowed hall.
Oh, Canada.
NBA history will come full circle tonight as the Bucks face off against Butch Carter's Toronto Raptors. You can just feel the history in this grand old building. And John, tonight we have one last chance to relive the early days of the NBA.
This is a unique place, Jim. It was, of course, in 1946, the first NBA game was played in this building. And it's such a unique place. They've maintained it so well. This will be the last basketball game played here.
Let's talk about the Bucks' immediate history. Saturday night in Charlotte. What a game it was. They showed us an awful lot. And the big dog hit the big shot. Time running down, regulation. Glenn Robinson, a cheeky 18-footer to tie the Hornets at 99 apiece. The Bucks hung tough, showed grit, and got the extra period. Then Ray Allen took over. Ray scored the first 7 points in the overtime, including this through-the-heart three-pointer that put Charlotte on its heels, and the Bucks were able to win 113-107. John, they showed tremendous grit in that game, and I know they will need it tonight.
Any win is an important win, Jim, but in that particular game, I think the Bucks learned a few things. One, they can come from behind and win. They had a slow start. The Bucks made some defensive changes, which made them more aggressive, which is how they want to start here tonight. Toronto is a much better team than people suspected. They made some off-season moves, brought some veterans in here, along with their young athletes. They're a very fine basketball team. Butch Carter's doing a good job. They get to the boards, they get up and down the court.
We'll have some fun closing out this great old building. We'll be back with some intriguing matchups before tonight's game. It's the Bucks and the Raptors from Maple Leaf Gardens.
I've got a problem. I love to read. So when I start a good book, I can't put it down. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have to keep reading. Then as soon as I finish, I can't wait to start the next one. I better get started. Reading is fundamental.
They're moving up.
They're promoting you.
Captain Riggs.
Captain Murtaugh.
And settling down.
We never talked about marriage.
You want to get married?
But old habits.
Think you can stay off the streets and out of trouble?
Yeah, absolutely. Are hard to break. Beautiful. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo, and Chris Rock.
We're not too old for this.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
He defied the law and became a legend.
Zorro was a servant of the people. He did what was needed.
Now he's needed again.
Now he will train the next generation.
This is going to take a lot of work.
And avenge his past.
Tell her who her real father is.
The truth dies with me.
Antonio Banderas, Anthony Hopkins, The Mask of Zorro.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
CARE is here to help people help themselves. The progress is really remarkable in Zambia. People work so hard to improve their lot in life. And these people are really willing to learn now. I think Dikembe Mutombo understands that the power inside these people is really phenomenal. I know Mutombo will bring home one important thought. A little care can make a world of difference.
Do I like to shop? Oh, yes. How you doing? Franks and beans? Aisle 5. Beans and Franks? Aisle 7.
Hi. Hi.
Fat free. Nothing but carb. Check this out.
our 1 millionth shopper.
Right now, use your card at supermarkets and get double membership rewards points.
I love this.
Back at Maple Leaf Gardens, fans here are used to seeing shooting stars on ice. Tonight they'll see two of the NBA's young shooting guards, two of the best, Ray Allen and Doug Christie.
It will be exciting to watch these two guys, Jim. They're about the same size. Christie a little bit of an edge there at 6'6". He led their team in scoring last year. Both of them can fill it up, and both will be keys for each team in this ball game.
Toronto sports a new toughness under Butch Carter, and Tyrone Hill will be right in the middle of it tonight. He won't see many uncontested baskets as he goes head-to-head with veteran Charles Oakley over from the New York Knicks.
That's one of the trench matchups of the year. These two guys will really battle one another. Both good defenders, both savvy, and of course, both keys to the offense in that they can be inside forces for both clubs, then help open up the outside.
Let's talk about keys to the game. Toronto is a rebounding and transition team.
They are, Jim. They really want to get up and down the court, and they are a rebounding team, and I'll talk about that in just a moment, but it's important for the Bucks to get good ball movement. Move it around, get good shots, therefore you will move their defense around. Secondly, it's important that the Bucks block out, because that's something that this ball club has worked on. The Raptors very good on the boards. Last year they were the worst in the league. This year they've improved greatly thanks to some of the acquisitions they made in the offseason. We'll talk about that. So block out, very important. Finally, check Willis and Christie. They are primary forces offensively, and Willis will go to the boards.
Keys to the game brought to you by the new Dodge and your friendly Dodge dealer. We'll return to Maple Leaf Gardens with basketball next. You're watching the Bucks and the Raptors.
Getting involved definitely takes some effort, but it doesn't have to take a lot of time. How long does it take to give encouragement? Show compassion or offer help? Does it take a lot of time to teach something or to show respect? How long does it take to forgive someone? I'm sorry, or offer hope? Team up with your community. You'll be amazed how time flies. Team up.
Is your mother around?
There's a cowboy here.
From one of the most acclaimed novels of our time.
What went on out there with Pilgrim?
From Academy Award-winning director Robert Redford.
Was I right to bring her here away from what's familiar?
Easily one of the best films of the year. Robert Redford.
I never expected to feel this way again.
Kristen Scott Thomas. The Horse Whisperer.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
I'm John Strauss.
We'll break into this coffin.
My husband's very ill. We're trying to find his family here.
Look who's come back from the dead.
Why are you lying? Where do I come from?
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Hello everybody, I'm Ahmad Rashad, and I hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV. Now, if you like what you're seeing, you can order NBA League Pass for the special price of $69 by calling 1-800-GET-SPORTS by February 11th. With NBA League Pass, you can see up to 40 games a week. Watch your favorite players, teams, and the exciting matchups that the NBA has to offer. So call now to order NBA League Pass, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports.
It's the home opener for the Toronto Raptors. They come home 1-1, winning at Boston and then losing on the road at Washington. Well, the Raptors tend to be like a dormitory sandwich. They have fairly fresh bread around some tasty leftovers. Tracy McGrady bounced from high school to the NBA a year ago. He's 20 pounds stronger today. The meat in Toronto is lean and tough. Kevin Willis over from Houston, and Charles Oakley, a 14-year vet from New York, and Doug Christie is a slice of Toronto's future as the Raptors try to spin away from futility. They also have Alvin Williams and Vince Carter, the rookie from North Carolina. No relation to head coach Butch Carter. And John, this team is much better than the team we saw in Toronto last year. Vince Carter, Charles Oakley, Kevin Willis, Doug Christie, and Alvin Williams are the starters for Butch.
Well, Jim, Willis and Oakley very much key to this club getting better. Now, Christie's just a fine talent. Carter and Williams also but it's the veteran leadership that Willis and Oakley bring, the stability and the work on the boards to take this club from last in the NBA last year to possibly at the top of that rung in rebounding.
George Karl's starting lineup remains the same. Glenn Robinson and Tyrone Hill up front. Irvin Johnson will have a tough matchup tonight with Kevin Willis. Terrell Brandon and Ray Allen are the guards. The starting lineups are brought to you by Century Foods. Every great meal starts with Century. Maple Leaf Gardens constructed at the height of the Depression in 1931. It was built for basically no cost. The people who built the building fed the families of the workers in order to get this building constructed. The materials cost $1.5 million, but there was no salary for the construction process. It is an incredible story, a building whose future is unknown right now because the owners have the option to demolish. It is a historical site in terms of Canadian history. It is the House of Hockey, so it will be interesting to see what happens to this wonderful building.
Well, Jim, one other point to that interesting and really outstanding story is the fact that they built the building in 5 months also. So they worked practically night and day. They had so many people working on it. And again, as you mentioned, just for food during that period of time. It's well constructed. It's well maintained. When I compare it, as you look at some of the pictures of this building going up, as I walked around the building tonight and I compare it to the old Boston Garden, the Chicago Stadium, some of the old buildings that I played in and had opportunity to go in many times, this building is much cleaner and much better maintained, and they're very proud of it here, very proud.
The Maple Leafs won a Stanley Cup in the first year they were in this building. The 1932 Stanley Cup championship flag is one of 11 hanging above the court here and above the ice. And John, it's really a great story because some of the workers who built this building were given seats to that first season, seats that remain in the families of those who built the building.
Sounds like Green Bay Packers story, doesn't it? When they passed down year after year, century after century, literally, and that's what's happened here. They don't, as you indicated, Jim, they don't know what they're going to do with this facility, but just to tear it down, even though the land is worth so much, it just doesn't seem right, and they might turn it into some other type of historical monument. They might run tours through it. We don't know, but think of the great athletes that have been here, the great entertainers over the years. The Beatles played here, on and on and on. It's quite a story.
Winston Churchill, wow, spoke in this building. Muhammad Ali fought in this building. The Beatles performed here. Mel Kostman is the mayor of Toronto, and he will be tossing up the ball for the ceremonial tap here on opening night in Toronto.
I wonder if he can throw it high enough to get it above those guys. Let's see. Yeah, he did a great job.
And then nearly falls down, saved. A kick save and a beauty by Irvin Johnson.
Well, have you ever stood like in Chicago or New York at the base of a large, one of the tallest buildings, Empire State Building, Trade Center, and look up, you lose your balance. That just happened to him with NBA players.
The Honorable Mel Lastman, the mayor of Toronto. Danny Crawford, Terry Durham, and Violet Palmer will work the game tonight. The Bucks lead the all-time series 8-4. They have played once before in this building. Milwaukee has won the last 3. They won 3 out of 4 last year, and Milwaukee controls the opening tip. The Bucks coming off the 113-107 overtime victory at Charlotte to go 1-0. They want to be 2-0 before returning home for their home opener, the last home opener in the NBA, on Thursday night against New Jersey. Irvin Johnson went down in the lane, tripped by Willis. They got tangled up, 6 on the shot clock. Robinson rejected. Vince Carter, the foul, count the shot. Robinson says, go ahead and foul me. I'll take 3.
That's back at you, and Doggie's one of those guys that can really elevate. Impressive block here by Carter to start with, because it's not easy to block Glenn's shots the way he gets up. When he gets a reload, he can go for 3. Another point. Parts of the floor a little bit dark. Now with these what I would call television lights on the sides. It's a little bit like the Milwaukee Arena after they brought the TV lights in. At certain angles from the side when you start to shoot, the lights could bother you.
Alvin Williams misses. Air ball to the left. And then a foul called against Milwaukee.
Tyrone Hill, see, Willis is an intense rebounder. Willis will run the court, especially on the fast break, and he will get to the boards. Now, somebody here miscued. He's inside all alone, and therefore, to keep him from getting the layup, Tyrone takes the foul.
Kevin Willis did not play in the second game at Washington. On opening night, however, he had 28 points and 16 rebounds in Boston.
Well, he is a key factor for them, Jim. And when he's in there with Oakley, they're going to challenge anybody on the boards. The game he missed, they were out rebounded, and he was out with back spasms.
It won't take long for the Bucks to know they're in a battle. This Toronto team bumps and grinds, and they'll give you that extra pop, John. Kevin Willis being an example. Right now, he's defending Tyrone Hill.
Skip pass.
Brandon, yes.
Wide open. You can see Toronto comes out with a very aggressive defense. Some will really come at the trap and rotate. So with the skip pass, you can get the quick shot.
Hill defends Oakley on this end. On the other end, he's matched up against Willis. There's the trap. The Bucks with an automatic double on Christie in the corner. More contact, great defense, great help defense from the weak side. Ray Allen. Yes, sir. The Bucks lead 7-2.
Good quick action offense. George Karl wanted his club to come out and apply a lot of quick pressure defensively, be very aggressive, and he feels like that will help them all the way around. He was up and down. That has to be either a travel or a jump ball.
It's a jump ball. Urban Johnson tying him up. Alvin Williams, the second-year player, coming from Portland as a free agent.
He's wide open for a moment, Jim. They miss him on the first cut, and here's the relook and the jump ball. Right now, they have a nice blend going for them between youth and athleticism and the veterans that they picked up, which gives them stability.
Ray Allen draws the foul, Doug Christie.
Now that's the matchup we talked about in the open. Both these guys are very talented offensively. Therefore, it's going to challenge each guy because they're defending each other at the other end. And you saw Ray on the crossover beats Christie and gets the foul.
Butch Carter goes with 9-year veteran Dee Brown in favor of Alvin Williams. Eddie Williams was a little jittery on opening night for Carter's taste. So he'll go with the veteran Brown, who is backing up the second-year player. 9-2 Milwaukee. The Bucks jumping out early. It started with Glenn Robinson's three-point play. Christie on the baseline, quick first step. He uses the glass. Vince Carter, the rookie from North Carolina, with a fine move for two.
Well, he's playing with a lot of savvy early, Jim, for a young guy.
Ray Allen dumped it down for Hill. Tyrone had his back to the pass, still makes it count.
Well, they rolled off of him. The pass was soft enough that it stayed in the vicinity, so he had time to turn around and pick it up. Carter's going to be a fine player. His first game, he came out like a veteran.
He had 16 points in the opener. Carter beating out his cousin, Tracy McGrady, for the starting spot at the position. Ray Allen receiving the pass. Finds the open man, Brandon. Three comes away. Christie on a bust out. Allen back. Christie can't make a move off the crossover. Goes to Oakley. And Carter floats again.
Tough shot. Shot-put type of shot. Now I want to point something out. In the exchange before that, they were trying to post up Glenn Robinson. Because he disallowed it and played good defense, it forced him to extra passes on the turnover.
Milwaukee up 5 with the ball. There's the turnover. Pass intended for Hill, picked off by Willis. Christie with Carter out in front. Vince Carter has 6 points.
Now, if the Bucks shoot poorly and turn the ball over, that plays into the game strategy of the Raptors. They want to push. They want to go. They want to run every time they can.
Draw and kick game out for Robinson's 3. And Charles Oakley able to get the rebound. Good defensive steal by Ray Allen. There's the help. Irvin Johnson up now. He'll defend Oakland. D. Brown. And Robinson, along with Ray Allen, able to control. Talking about turnovers, the Bucks only had 6, an incredibly low number when you consider an overtime game at Charlotte on Saturday.
When you play like that all year, you have a lot to work with. It made up. It made up for other factors in that game statistically that they were down in. There's one.
Little too much on it. Turnover number 2 by Milwaukee. Approaching the 7-minute mark in the opening quarter.
No, they don't.
Willis has a height advantage on Ray Allen. There's the double. That left. D. Brown open. His 3 to the corner. Ray Allen lets it go out of bounds. Timeout Toronto, 6:58 in the first. We'll be back. You're watching Bucks basketball.
We hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV Sports. If you order during the free preview, you'll get the rest of the NBA season for the special price of $69, a savings of $10 off the regular season price. With NBA League Pass, you can see up to 8 games a night. Just call 1-800-GET-SPORTS to order. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports.
Do I like to shop? Oh, yes. How you doing? Franks and beans, aisle 5. Beans and Franks, aisle 7.
Hi.
Fat free. Nothing but carb. Check this out. You're our 1 millionth shopper!
Right now, use your card at supermarkets and get double membership rewards points.
I love this card.
For the first time on television, The Negotiator on Direct Ticket. When hostage situations explode, they call in police negotiator Chris Sabian.
As of right now, all decisions go through me.
But now he's facing one of his own.
There's some bad cops among us.
A police negotiator who needs help.
I'm just doing this to prove my innocence.
Samuel L. Jackson.
You are not in control!
Academy Award winner Kevin Spacey. The Negotiator on Direct Ticket, only on DirecTV.
The Bucks open at home on Thursday with New Jersey. We'll be on the road on Sunday. Penny Hardaway and the Orlando Magic. Sunday at 2 o'clock right here on WCGB 24. Our next televised game brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, who reminds you it's time for a good old macro brew. The Bucks hitting 4 of 7 shots. Toronto 3 of 8 in the early going. 6:58 remaining in the first quarter. The Bucks up 3 at 11-8.
Now, one of the other factors that's a strategy for the Bucks, they're trying to concentrate on not fouling the Raptors and putting them on the line. Here early in this season, they're proving that they're a very fine free throw shooting team.
An illegal defense. The first in the game.
Illegal defense called on
Vince Carter out of position.
First violation of the game. Milwaukee retains possession of the ball with a fresh 24-second shot clock.
Irvin Johnson left alone, short from the elbow. And D. Brown tracks it down. Willis back out, now they'll swing it. Doug Christie from the corner for 3.
Good job by Irvin Johnson to run at Christie. Christie is their best perimeter shooter, and you must get out to him on the wing.
Irvin too strong this time. Charles Oakley inside position for the rebound. Toronto runs certain plays, John, that require long rotations by the Bucks.
Yeah, that's right, and that's floor balance also, Jim. By keeping the floor spread, you make it more difficult when a team wants to double team and rotate. They keep Oakley at the top very often.
D. Brown for 3. Game tied at 11. Allen against Christie. Doug knocks it away with good hands. Ray lost the handle. Michael Curry will get the call off the Bucks bench. Oakley behind the back. Toronto doing a good job swinging the ball. That's an air ball, missed 3. And Brandon has a 2-on-1 with Allen. Robinson trailing, and Allen goes down, fouled by Carter.
Now, great move by Brandon. First of all, let's go back to their half court. There you saw the spacing I talked about, Jim, as they swing the ball from man to man. It's tough for the Bucks to make a run. Brandon makes a tremendous move on Oakley. When you think about it, though, why would Oakley even try to take it away from one of the good point guards in the league? He should be retreating to get back to the basket, and then they've got a 2-2 situation. Instead, he goes for an impossible steal. So even veterans don't use their head sometimes. He's better to retreat.
Vince Carter out, Glenn Robinson out, Tracy McGrady on, Michael Curry into the game for the Bucks. 13-11 on Ray Allen's 2 free throws. Ray Allen's co-star, Denzel Washington, is expected at the game tonight. We understand he will be arriving sometime in the first half. And if we get a chance, we'll try to bring him to our microphones tonight for a visit. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Hook shot, Willis, that's his trademark shot. 75% of the time he'll go to the jump hook.
And Jim, that's a set play. He got a handoff, a back screen around the free throw line, then he goes to the post up.
Michael Curry pops, McGrady picks him up. All the way across for Brandon's 3. Irvin Johnson. And McGrady out of there with it. Tracy McGrady in his second season. He lobs it up, and Michael Curry has it for Milwaukee.
Well, I think the Raptors have already demonstrated the fact that the Bucks have to get on their running shoes and be sure and get up and down this court defensively.
And hit shots. The Bucks have gone cold here in the last 2 minutes. D. Brown with the kick out. Christie hit the side of the glass, and Christie able to track down his own miss. Armin Gilliam will get the call here in a moment for the Bucks. So they'll look for some inside post-up scoring from him. D. Brown 3. He has a pair of triples.
And it's a bit of a track meet at this point.
Toronto up 3. Allen in traffic. He finds Irvin Johnson, who draws the foul. Tracy McGrady.
All right, good defensive hands in there. We've seen the Raptors with them and the Bucks with them. Penetration, that time the ball was deflected again. We've seen it very often in the ball game. Fortunately, it went to EJ, who then, in that type of situation, that's where you want to deliver it to your big man so it can explode to the basket and protect the ball if at all possible. It was deflected, but still it gets him on the line.
Wholesale changes. Robert Tractor Trailer on for Milwaukee with Vinny Del Negro. Armin Gilliam still not allowed into the game because he'll come on, of course, for Irvin Johnson. So he'll have to wait. 1 of 2 for EJ, and it's 16-14 Toronto.
Reggie Slater in for the Raptors, Jim. Now with Slater and Tractor defending one another, when they go to one side of the court, the whole thing might slant just a little bit that direction.
Slater listed at 255. He looks bigger than that. Tractor, of course, is bigger than that. Tractor over to help out on Christie. That skip pass finds Brown, who shortens. And Robert Tractor Trailer is there for the rebound.
Well, it's interesting. Trailer's at 289.
Michael Curry.
Yes.
From Del Negro.
And yet he doesn't look that much bigger than Slater in terms of pound for pound, does he? I think he's taller than Slater. I mean, I know he is.
Into Willis, jump hook, foul. In the act, Irvin Johnson.
Foul called on the Bucks, number 40, Irvin Johnson. His first.
It's the first on Irvin, the second on the Bucks. We have a timeout with 2:41 in the first. Tied at 16 at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
They're moving up.
They're promoting.
Captain Reeves.
Captain Murtaugh.
And settling down.
We never talked about marriage.
You want to get married?
But old habits
Think you can stay off the streets and out of trouble?
Yeah, absolutely. Are hard to break. Beautiful. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo, and Chris Rock.
We're not too old for this.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Hello everybody, I'm Ahmad Rashad and I hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV. Now if you like what you're seeing, you can order NBA League Pass for the special price of $69 by calling 1-800-GET-SPORTS by February 11th. With NBA League Pass, you can see up to 40 games a week. Watch your favorite players, teams, and the exciting matchups that the NBA has to offer. So call now to order NBA League Pass, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports. Hello everybody, I'm Ahmad Rashad.
And I'm Summer Sanders.
We hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV.
NBA League Pass gives you more exciting NBA games than you ever thought possible.
Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS by February 11th to order NBA League Pass for the special price of $69, a $10 savings off the regular season price.
See up to 40 games a week, all from the comfort of your own living room.
So call now to order NBA League Pass, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports.
All fans attending Thursday's home winner against the Nets will receive a free Bucks schedule magnet and a Sony I Love This Game CD. Call 276-4545 to order tickets, or you can work the World Wide Web at Ticketmaster.com. And we have a great opening night ticket price for you. You can purchase a $17 or a $14 ticket for just $10. Do that now. Call right now, 227-0500, 414, the area code in Milwaukee. $10 opening night tickets at the Bradley Center. Kevin Willis on the free throw line after the foul by Irvin Johnson.
$10, that's a great deal.
Ask for the $17 tickets while those are still available.
This is your chance to pay a lot of friends back for all the things you ask them to do all the time.
How many would you like?
4 or 5.
The Raps up one, 17-16. Tractor trailer powers in. Christie on the rebound. A mustard pass from D. Brown. Too much mustard.
See, Jim, and you can see the Raptors, they are concentrating on run every time. Every turnover, every situation they get the ball back, they want to advance it. And in the last few minutes, they've had a number of those opportunities because the Bucks' shots just not falling. Now, see, they're trying to trap out front.
Ray Allen from Michael Curry. Great ball movement that time. Excellent decisions by the Bucks offensively.
Well, see, the Bucks read it. They tried to do it the last time, ran the same play. Tractor is the outlet man just off to the side of the circle.
Allen with 5. We're under 2 minutes in the opening period. McGrady shows it to Curry and then draws the foul. You know, John, the Bucks didn't get their shots to fall in Charlotte, particularly in the first half, but they were making good shot decisions, and George Karl was happy with that.
That's right, Jim. They had good open looks. They just weren't dropping, and they were doing a lot of other things well, which helped them win the game. So that shows you, even if you're not shooting well, if you work at the other phases, you can win the ball game. And Slater is powerful. See, that's the double down, and he splits the seam.
Reggie Slater from Wyoming. He's a handful. Vinny Del Negro, his first 2 as a Milwaukee Buck.
In Vinny's first game, you know, he was still learning the system, still is. Plus, he's still got a little bit of jet lag going. He says, all I wanted to do in that game at Charlotte is come in, not turn the ball over, and get things started. He did a fine job of doing that. He's got a lot of offense once he gets into it.
Long rebound out for Ray Allen. Back for Del Negro. Nice pass. And another. Ooh. Look out. Gilliam able to save it. He makes it after the flyby by Christie. You know, an amazing statistic in the game Saturday. The Bucks point guards, Brandon and Del Negro, did not turn the ball over.
Right. Well, I told you, Vinny said, that's all I was concentrating on. Don't TO it.
Well done, Ray Allen. 7 for him. The Bucks lead 24-19.
Now see, Ray does a great job of running the lane, but if Del Negro doesn't push the ball and get it up there and make the play, nothing happens. Ooh, don't want to let him eye it up too often.
Willis underneath off the glass, +1.
Now see, when they take a shot, anybody around Willis, all they need to think about is find him and get your butt into him. On the miss, on the weak side, see, he's maneuvered around Traylor into the inside position where he should not be. Remember, one of my keys in this ballgame was block out, because their strength with Willis in the game is offensive rebounds.
George Carl just told Tractor that very thing. Willis 18-wheeled, so he'll get an extra shot.
And see, that's one of the things Tractor must be able to do with his body, is block people away. If you do that with Willis, you've won much of the battle.
Willis 8 on the three-point play, 24-22 Milwaukee. There is a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Shot clock at 10. Vinny Del Negro.
Down and out, who didn't want it?
Alvin Williams for D. Brown's 3. And the Bucks will lead after 1 tonight by just 2. It's 24-22 Milwaukee. We'll return to Toronto with our second quarter. You're watching Bucks basketball.
Get ready.
Hold on to your hats, boys and girls.
Not my head I'm worried about.
Comments are still headed for Earth.
Heaven and Earth will collide.
We need the arming codes for the nukes.
From executive producer Steven Spielberg and director Mimi Leader, Deep Impact.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
We hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV Sports. If you order during the free preview, you'll get the rest of the NBA season for the special price of $69, a savings of $10 off the regular season price. With NBA League Pass, you can see up to 8 games a night. Just call 1-800-GET-SPORTS to order. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports.
I think it's great that they're letting everybody in, let the public in to see what they can do.
It's like the playoff atmosphere out here.
John Stockton. Who to say? Who's back? Who's back? The Jazz are back!
He's giving the people what they came to see, that's for sure.
Oh, Dad, number 1, we missed you!
One superstar to the other.
I still love it, Dad!
He defied the law and became a legend.
Zorro was a servant of the people. He did what was needed. Now he's needed again.
Now he will train the next generation.
This is going to take a lot of work.
And avenge his past.
Tell her who her real father is. The truth dies with me.
Antonio Banderas, Anthony Hopkins, The Mask of Zorro.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
25th birthday.
Tune in WCGV Channel 24 for great college basketball. This Saturday at 11, Purdue takes on the Fighting Illini. Then at 2 o'clock, Marquette battles the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. And then at 7, our Wisconsin Badgers get ready to slam dunk Penn State. All on WCGV Channel 24, your home for great sports action. There is Mr. Shuttlesworth, Denzel Washington.
Charles Oakley, Alvin Williams in the for the Raptors.
D. Brown from the top for 3. 3 triples for D. Brown. He was left alone that time, and the captain of the Raptors, one of the tri-captains, hits the shot for the lead. Del Curry It would have been a long two. Brown dribbles into traffic and dribbles it away. Del Negro on the bust out. He has Curry on the right. Armin Gilliam fouled as he tries to go back up. Charles Oakley.
Armin just does a great job of running the floor, getting in rebound position, and then so often he draws the fouls in here because he's deceptive. He throws a lot of fakes. Now at the other end, D. Brown is a very fine jump shooter some nights, and other nights he's not very good at all. Tonight he's got the stroke going. The Bucks know it, so you've got to take that away from him as you do Christie when he's in. Got to be sure to have him put it on the floor. He did it the last time, went into the paint, turned it over.
D. Brown hit 4 threes in the second half Saturday at Washington. Toronto was up 13 in their opener with Boston and held on to win that game. They were up 14 in the fourth quarter at Washington and lost by 1, 98-97. So they have seen the ups and the downs of big late leads.
And in Washington, Jim, as you said it earlier, they didn't have Willis. That's key. Try for the lob. Doesn't work. Brady, he can get up. Young guy. He looks so much like he could be Butch Carter's son. It's incredible.
Nice little pass. Del Negro. Trailer can't get it to go off the Armin Gilliam miss. McGrady. Rejected tractor trailer.
Yeah. Good job by Brown stepping in between the two players. And it looks like Del Curry lost the handle for a moment. Here's the block by Traylor. Get out of here.
Very athletic, great hands, great feet. He's a flyer for his size. Del Curry on the loose ball foul at midcourt.
Yeah, you don't want to look at his body and get suckered into the thinking that this guy isn't quick.
Well, he had the takeaway, but dribbled out of bounds. There are the hands at work.
They has good hands. Oh, see it, no block there.
Oh, McGrady wants that one back. Del Curry bust out. They have the numbers. Del Negro all alone. John, we're watching two of the better rookies in the league this year, potentially, in Vince Carter and Robert Tractor Traylor. Carter is being followed by NBC's Inside Stuff for a rookie diary, so that tells you what people think about his chances of getting a lot of votes in the Rookie of the Year balloting. Traylor will get his share if he plays like this. Del Negro just picked off the play as the ball was lobbed to him from Tractor. Traylor right there again against Slater.
Now see, that's one of those mistakes you can't pin on either guy. Tractor did the right thing. He saw the defender, the defensive player, I didn't pick up who it was, did a great job on just blocking Del Negro. He couldn't go get the ball.
She'll be competing in the Raptors 30-second shootout. Audience, the clock's going to start as soon as you release that ball. Go ahead, on your mark.
Is your mother around?
There's a cowboy here.
From one of the most acclaimed novels of our time.
What went on out there with Pilgrim?
From Academy Award-winning director Robert Redford.
Was I right to bring her here away from what's familiar?
Easily one of the best films of the year. Robert Redford.
I never expected to feel this way again.
Kristen Scott Thomas. The Horse Whisperer.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Welcome, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball. We're excited about it.
Cavs on the way. On the way. Sensational.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. All right.
I still love the game.
Boys are, hey man, on the court, you know what I'm saying? That's why I still love this game.
Tonight's Bucks trivia question brought to you by Tires Plus. Which current NBA team has won the most consecutive season openers? We'll let you think about that.
Number 13, Glenn Robinson for the Bucks, replacing number 34.
9:37 remaining in the second period. Reggie Slater will shoot after being fouled by Robert Traylor.
On turnovers, especially turnovers at midcourt, that gives the other team, in this case the Raptors, the opportunity and the advantage on a quick putback at you, and Slater was already in deep position on the catch.
Coming up at halftime tonight, we'll take a look in our Bucks scrapbook feature at Bucks front office 12 days of holiday sharing campaign that took place over the holidays, and we'll also take a look at the open house, which was a great evening.
Sure was.
About a week ago.
Only a week ago? About. Seems like it was a month at this point already. Double team from the baseline.
Del Curry.
That's ideal. So you put Del, or any good shooter, he's a great shooter in that position. If they try to double up from the weak side, it's very difficult to get to him in time.
You're right, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Feels like a month to me.
I'll tell you.
We've been in too many places already.
Our body clocks are off, aren't they?
Just wait. Wait till May.
Wait till March. 19 games in 31 days. Woo! Del Curry from the top. Triple.
See,
that's
Jim,
why the Bucks got him.
Any great shooter loves teams that go into these double teams and rotations. You put him at the right spot, he can just pick it off all night long.
Quit salivating.
Oh, I know.
Pretty good pass.
Beautiful.
D. Brown, Slater, foul.
See, Slater, my big dog, Slater's one of those guys that with his size is very mobile off the ball. And if you're moving off the ball, look, you get open inside like this because so many teams lose sight of a guy that's active away from the ball. Or they'll be with him for 10 seconds and then lose sight or lose intensity. And Slater's a guy that just stays with it.
Butch Carter, the only man to be named both the high school player of the year in Ohio and the high school coach of the year in Ohio.
Yeah, and he was riding a school bus on the way to a game when the Bucks found him and brought him back as an assistant coach. Back, meaning, been in the NBA as a player.
Oakley takes it away from Robinson. Slater.
Travel. That's
walked with it. George Karl wants a 20-second timeout.
Yeah, he's concerned about the turnovers. He wants to settle his club down on the turnovers and get right in those areas. Bucks dodge a bit of a bullet on that one, on the violation.
He was animated when he called the 20-second timeout, but when he gets in front of his players, he gathers himself, and he is treating these players with professional respect, John, in practice, shoot-arounds, and on the court.
Yeah, he asked their opinion quite frequently, asked them if they'd like to do one of two things in this situation or that, pick. He knows that there are certain things that he feels comfortable with, his coaching staff feels comfortable with in regards to the game plan, and then very often we'll let the players decide which way they want to run it.
Approaching the 8-minute mark in the second quarter. 34-27 Bucks. Knocked away by Vince Carter.
Good job, because the Bucks in the two-man game forced the switch with Carter on Gilliam. That would give the Bucks the advantage. So now Oakley can reset on Armin. Shot clock at 9. Brown a little too much in the hand department, or elbow.
He gave Robinson a little shiver. That's the first on D. Brown. Toronto with 2 team fouls. And the Bucks have 3. Del Curry spins and hits.
Now see, he has the ability to shoot the ball well with people on him in a one-on-one situation, as well as obviously in the open court. Not every shooter can do it both ways.
Curry has 8. The Raps go low to Oakley. Carter. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Spectacular. Maybe gamble on his outside shot. Don't let him get past you on the penetration.
That's a wow.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Robinson. Oakley on the rebound. Vince Carter was drafted by Golden State, then traded to Toronto for Anton Jameson, his teammate in North Carolina. Wallace. John Wallace may be a big factor throughout this season for Toronto. They need his offense off the bench, and he can have big nights. The Bucks up 36-29. Curry can't get it to roll. We have a whistle and a foul on Del Curry. That's his second.
Take a look at this. Hang time.
With that, we go to break. 6:35 in the second quarter. The Bucks up 7.
At a secluded private school,
we could have a Halloween party. A roaming orgy.
I love the way this man thinks.
4 students are about to learn.
I'm not who you think I am.
Their teacher's terrifying secret.
Who is that?
My brother.
Michael!
Halloween H2O.
Oh my God.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Hello everybody, I'm Ahmad Rashad.
And I'm Summer Sanders.
We hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV.
With NBA League Pass, you can see the best players and matchups the NBA has to offer.
Just call 1-800-GET-SPORTS by February 11th to order NBA League Pass for the special price of $69. That's a $10 savings off the regular season price.
Don't wait for the 11 o'clock news. See the NBA live with NBA League Pass.
So call now to order, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports.
Well, this group has certainly been doing the dishes, and Terrell Brandon finds himself among some big-names kids. Stockton, Brandon, Marbury, and Starks, all among the league leaders in assists per game in the early going. The league leaders brought to you by Piggly Wiggly, the preferred way to shop. Shop the pig.
Starks.
42, Kevin Wilson for number 7, D. Brown.
Couple of points, 2 boards. No assists yet for Terrell Brandon. He'll get it going under the 6.5-minute mark of the second quarter. Oh, Brandon left his man for a moment, and then the Bucks are called for the foul. Glenn Robinson over to help out. John Wallace was left alone.
But see, Jim, they got to communicate on that. Brandon's man sets a screen across the paint on Wallace. Now, Glenn switched or was picked off. Brandon picks him up, but then knows he's got to get back. So there's got to be communication. They either have to call the switch, or you got to fight through, protect. And then, of course, they're trying to get Wallace on the right box for the post-up.
Well, George Karl talked about the switching down low on certain plays today at the shoot-around and asked the players, particularly Brandon, how he wanted to play that. And they said, well, let's try the switches.
The thing is, Jim, you can't switch in that situation because you put Brandon in on Wallace. It depends on who's involved in it. You got to try to fight through and stick at home because they're going to look for that quick post-up with Brandon on him. You know, Wallace is he's a 6'9" player.
Delmegro kicks it back. Brandon gives it right back to him. Oakley hitting the boards. He has 6 now. Terrell Brandon on the overplay. Took it away from Alvin Williams. Robinson shows it to Oakley and drains it.
See, that's a great job because there's a mismatch situation. Bucks going with a smaller lineup. Del Negro inside on a bigger man. In Carter's situation that time, a little bit bigger, and they were trying to get the post-up play run at him.
Tyrone Hill at the scorer's table. He will get Armin Gilliam here in a moment. 5.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Gilliam defending Willis. Robinson working hard on the weak side, and he's called for the foul.
Now see again, here's a situation. Glenn is matched up with Wallace. When the ball goes into the post-up on the other side, see, you saw Glenn right there. Glenn was leaning out. Well, he can't do that. He's got to stay with Wallace and stay at the glass. He's got to block off first, so that left Wallace in inside position, and you can see the finish.
Robinson with 3 fouls. He will sit Irvin Johnson into the game. Glenn with 5 points.
On the weak side like that, you must keep your man behind you, especially when he's a rebounder like that. And the Bucks are doubling up on that side. Now Glenn has to be ready to rotate if the ball's passed out, but when you've got a man right there into the basket, you got to defend that position.
38-33 Milwaukee. There's the switch out again. Now Oakley should say Willis gets back to Irvin Johnson. And the Bucks go with Brandon for a deuce.
Just good ball movement. Penetration by Del Negro, the kick, and one more pass to the corner from EJ to Brandon.
Up 7, TB has 4, and we get the travel by John Wallace.
Okay, here are my keys to the game. Ball movement for the Bucks. Move it around. I think they've done a good job there. Block out. They've been weak and suspect there. Check Willis and Christie. Well, Christie has not been a factor yet. Willis, somewhat.
Milwaukee with 6 turnovers. That's the number they had in the entire regulation and overtime game against Charlotte. Irvin Johnson flips it home. 42-33. 4.5 minutes in the first half. Alvin Williams behind the back. Oakley for Carter. All alone, Alvin Williams. And he misses it.
Oh, they've had 2 tonight where they've missed like that. But again, miscue. Everybody left him. No one stayed with Williams under the basket after he released the ball.
Williams' game is a transition game. That's when he's at his best. He was all alone under the basket.
Well, Jim, the first place you look is to protect the hoop.
Tyrone Hill offensive foul. He backed into Oakley apparently.
Offensive foul called on Milwaukee's number 42, Tyrone Hill, his second foul of the game. Number 13, Doug Christie, and for Toronto, he's in for number 20, Alvin Williams.
Doug Christie re-enters for Alvin Williams and Toronto. Del Curry with good hands. Christie able to get out of there. Then Irvin Johnson taps it. Christie misses and out. Irvin has the rebound. A lot of action. A lot of hands on that trip. Oakley. Brandon back. And he'll foul Doug Christie.
On the misses, that's the transition situation. So if you don't turn it over and you shoot a good percentage, that will take away a lot of the offense that this Raptors team wants to bring to the game tonight. Getting down the court. Christie very good in the open floor. Of course, the Bucks want to do the same thing. They want to advance and run as much as possible. Christie has quickness, and at 6'6", Jim, you know, he's a big guard with range, and yet he can go inside very well. He presents a real challenge to a lot of defensive situations.
Pretty good shooter, but he missed a shot with 3 seconds remaining at Washington Saturday in the loss. A 1-point loss. Wallace puts it up, and the Bucks commit another foul. Tyrone Hill picks up number 3.
Now, this is on a free throw. Again, now look, Wallace just pushes Tyrone right out of there. Probably should have been a foul on the push from behind. But again, blocking out, key in this ballgame. Actually, when you think about it, Hill was practically run over by Wallace from behind.
42, Tyrone Hill.
One release, fellas. Give me one. John. Right here, Frank. Straight up.
Couple of misses.
Yeah, they've had some thumpers, and remember, coming into this game, that was a concern for the Bucks. Don't put them on the line. They're a good free throw shooting team.
83% in their first 2 games.
Moving screen, double screen to free up.
Offensive foul called on the Bucks.
Del Curry.
Robert Traylor. His 3rd foul of the game.
Actually, it's on Traylor, John, number 3.
He was part of the screen over there, Jim. They were running a diagonal screen. He was the low man.
Toronto has taken 17 free throws tonight, making 10. The Bucks 8 of 9. Vince Carter's shot comes down for Del Curry. Brandon, a bit wide. Under 3 minutes in the second quarter. Vince Carter is holding his left wrist. I don't know if he jammed it. It's taped. Willis on the miss. Traylor on the rebound. Pretty good outlay it. And it's picked off by Christie. Intended for Irvin Johnson. Oakland. Wallace rips it away. Vince Carter will shoot free throws.
Now you know and you can see what Carter's going to do. He's going to slice to the basket. You got to play here for that. Make him make the jumper, but we're seeing the Raptors be a factor on the offensive glass.
Foul number 3 on Del Curry. We have a timeout with 2.5 to play in the second.
Amor, my love.
It starts with a whisper.
And we're going to cover the whole area
Some
today.
heed the call, but it speaks to all of us. It's about our towns, our cities, our lives. It's about what we can do for tomorrow. It's about pitching in, giving back, and getting it done. And soon that whisper will become a chorus, and its voice will be heard. We will make a difference. Volunteer to improve your community.
Get ready.
Hold on to your hats, boys and girls.
6.
Not my head I'm worried about.
The comets are still headed for Earth.
Heaven and Earth will collide.
We need the arming codes for the nukes.
From executive producer Steven Spielberg and director Mimi Leader, Deep Impact.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
By winning in Charlotte on Saturday, the Bucks have won their last 8 season openers. That is the longest current run in the NBA. It dates to the 91-92 season opener. Niners. George Karl's Bucks up 42-33, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. They've been scrambling. Toronto has missed a few shots, couple underneath. But they are putting the pressure on the Bucks as Milwaukee expected.
Well, a couple of factors. We were concerned about putting them on the line. Well, so far they haven't been as good as they have been in the past, but they are getting to the line, and they're getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the second quarter. Both of those major factors. The fact that they continue to miss, that helps the Bucks' cause in allowing them to get these rebounds back and fouled on the second effort.
11 of 19 now. The rebounding totals have Toronto with 23, the Bucks 19. Milwaukee up 8. Christie screened off. Good passing inside for Traylor. Knocked around. Irvin Johnson has it. He may have been fouled by Willis. No whistle, so they'll have to play, and we get a kick. Shot clock reset to 24. Terrell Brandon took a pop. Whoa. The ball got him.
On the kick. Oh,
crossover, nicely done.
See, the problem is Christie's enough taller that he can be a step behind and catch up with Terrell, unless Terrell can go all the way and finish. But the big guys were inside to give help.
Terrell is checking his nose to see if he's bleeding from the nose. He spoke to official Violet Palmer about it. I think he's all right. Willis powers inside and draws the foul.
See, Tractor learning. This is his first time around the league. He has never played these guys before. Willis, a good post-up player, but see, Tractor trying to body up on him. You can't do that because Willis just uses him as an axis, spins around him. Tractor has to move the feet, move the body, and don't just caught reaching. That's where the fouls come from.
Robert has 4.
Number 10, Armin Gilliam in for Milwaukee. He's in for number 54, Robert Traylor.
On the release, guys.
1:42 remaining in the quarter. The Bucks long ago went over the limit. Terry Durham sees something on the lane, and it's a violation by Tracy McGrady in Toronto. No basket. 42-35.
In too fast.
Allen on a hold against Carter, looking for Gilliam. Shot clock under 10.
They stay in single coverage.
Good move.
Just left him in the dust on that.
I'll tell you what, we saw it again on Saturday night, but Armin Gilliam, very important to this team for post offense.
Well, he's the Bucks' best post-up player, no question about it. He's creative down there. He draws the fouls. He can put it up with the left or the right.
And there's a push. Irvin Johnson moving Willis out with a bump.
Well, Jim, I can bet you quite a bit that one of the things, there's going to be 2 things George Karl's going to concentrate on primarily at halftime. Blocking out, which they've talked about as a key in this morning's workout. Number 2, too many fouls. Even though the Raptors haven't shot them well, that's helped keep them in the vicinity at this point.
Make your release, White. Make your release.
Willis 1 of 2. McGrady knocks Michael Curry down, but he tapped the ball over to Armin Gilliam. The Bucks lead by 8 with under a minute to play in the first half. It's been a good half. Irvin Johnson can't hold on. Willis shovels ahead for Christie with Allen back. What a pass. Christie behind the back to Kevin Willis.
Turnovers set up good fast break opportunities.
Ray Allen on the catch and shoot. He hits the 3.
Ray Allen for 3.
Oh, you'll trade 2 for 3 most times. 47-38.
I watched Denzel on that shot. He's just shaking his head like he said in New York. That's my boy. Remember when he made the 3s? He made an 8. He was so deep in New York last year.
Very close to midcourt in that great game, one of the best games, if not the best game last season. McGrady follows and makes the trick shot.
Again, second chance opportunities.
Shot clock buzzer went off. There's another attempt. This one by Willis is short. That's the end of the first half. Wild and woolly here in Toronto. The Bucks lead, they walk off, up 7, 47-40. We'll be back with our Bucks scrapbook right after this.
This is NBA action.
All right, here we go. Look out! Oh my goodness! Post up! Oh my baby!
Check him out.
Oh, man! What a take! He
Tip-off by logging on to NBA.com to check out all the changes in the Western Conference. The Houston Rockets welcomed their newest member, Scottie Pippen, and he wasted no time making a good first impression.
Oh, Scottie Pippen, welcome to Houston.
I think right away everyone has to respect him because of his championships. He's that sort of player that'll make everybody around him a better player.
Pippen's former Bulls teammate Steve Kerr is now with the Spurs, where he and fellow newcomer Mario Elie will provide some outside shooting.
They need just a couple more shooters. I think with myself, Steve Kerr, I think we can open up the game and get Tim and Dave a couple more touches.
Another shooter on the move is former Knicks guard John Starks, who was traded to Golden State along with Chris Mills and Terry Cummings.
I only have one goal, and that's for the team to win. And I think if we can capitalize on that mentality, then we're going to go out there and win a lot of ball games.
Tom Gugliotta made the jump from Minnesota to Phoenix, and the Suns are excited about signing the free agent forward they had been coveting.
One thing I like about Gugliotta is he's a very good fast break player. He really doesn't have great weaknesses in his game. He can do everything pretty well.
The Suns also acquired a new big man in center Luke Longley. And the former Chicago Bull is confident he'll fit right in with his new team.
I can be a very good role player, as you've seen, and I'm sure that given more opportunities, I can be more potent offensively.
Former Suns point guard Steve Nash is all smiles as the new floor leader of the Dallas Mavericks. And he's already won the respect of his teammates.
He drives in, a running left-hander. Good, nice play by Nash.
Absolutely. He's a pure point guard, passes the ball well, and really makes players around him a lot better.
Another point guard with a new home this year is former Laker Nick Van Exel, now with the Denver Nuggets.
Van Exel right to left, that running with good defenders, lean away, hook it up and in.
He gave us credibility around the league. Free agents wanted to come here and play with him. He's an all-star point guard. He's going to lead this franchise back to where it was a few years ago.
One free agent who wanted to join Nick was Antonio McDyess. After spending last year in Phoenix, he's back in Denver, where his career began.
Left side McDyess, 20-footer, good.
I think that the emergence of him being a star in this league only is fitting for him to be in a Denver Nuggets uniform.
Sacramento acquired Chris Webber in a trade with Washington. And with the signing of Vlade Divac, the Kings are hoping to turn things around.
I think the acquisition of Vlade really helps us inside the post. He gives us a true center. He gives us somebody that can pass the ball and an experienced veteran.
And Webber should also provide some much-needed experience in the Kings' front court. Now let's take a look at some other player transactions from around the West. The Los Angeles Lakers signed Derek Harper and reacquired Travis Knight from Boston. The Sonics added Olden Polynice and Billy Owens to their roster. The Trailblazers signed Jimmy Jackson, while the T-Wolves added Joe Smith. Now it's time for our viewer email. This week's question comes to us from Mauro Nunes of Lisbon, Portugal, who asks, who is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history? Hall of Famer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored 38,387 points during his 20-year career with the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Lakers. Kareem passed Wilt Chamberlain to become the league's top scorer.
Watch out! It's up! Let's go!
Now let's get into the action with a preview of the Midwest Division. We begin with the defending champion Utah Jazz. This season, the Jazz are focused on getting off to a quick start.
All of our guys know the importance of playing in a shortened season. You gotta get to it right off the bat.
And Utah begins 1999 with their main core still intact.
He must have thrown! Shannon Anderson.
But on this team of veterans that includes Karl Malone and John Stockton, the key will be staying healthy.
When you put so much into everything that you want to accomplish and get somebody hurt, it all goes out the window. And there's teams and franchises have been devastated because of those kind of thoughts. We're pretty old-fashioned, I guess, in our coaching approaches, and we're just worried about one game.
After 2 straight losing trips to the finals, the Jazz will settle for nothing less than the NBA title.
Stockton knives too. Hornet keeps the ball, drive right side, leap the lane, bank it, score it.
We're excited that we're just familiar with the system, get our new guys involved, and we'll be okay.
Like Utah, the San Antonio Spurs returned most of last year's team. But they've also added three-point specialist Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr with a three.
It just worked out really well for me. You know, when the Bulls decided to dismantle the team, I knew I was going to be moving on, and I desperately wanted to play for a good team and a team that had a shot to win it all.
Along with Kerr, the Spurs signed Mario Elie, who helped the Houston Rockets win 2 titles. And he has high hopes for his new team.
The goal here on this team is we don't want a great record. We don't want to do well in the playoffs. We want to win everything. And I feel with Jordan gone, you know, it opens the field for everybody. You know, they talk about Indiana, they talk about New York, they talk about the Rockets, but they keep forgetting about our team.
Come on, baby!
In Minnesota, Kevin Garnett and Stephon Marbury look to lead the T-Wolves to the playoffs for the 3rd straight year.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Good defense by the big dog. That Marbury strips Jordan. Steph, what does he want? He'll lay it in.
Joining Minnesota's young superstars is former Denver Nugget guard Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, come in mentally, physically prepared to play this game and just go out and play 110% every time we step on the floor. We got to go hard in practice. We got to execute our plays, and we just got to come together as a team.
Into the hands of Jackson. Numbers for Minnesota. Bounce pass. Patterson with a slam.
Rookie Andre Patterson and free agent Malik Sealy will also look to make an impact. But as always, the Minnesota Timberwolves will rely on their dynamic duo.
Garnett gets the pass from Mitchell. The cutter is Marbury. The layup is made. Oh, exactly, Jim. Good call and a better pass by Garnett.
Coming up next, we'll continue our preview of the Midwest Division.
Nash for 3. Got it. Steve Nash.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now we go back into the action as we continue our Midwest Division preview with a look at the Houston Rockets. All-star Scottie Pippen is a welcome addition in Houston.
He adds so much to our team. He's going to take a lot of pressure off of our guards because of his ball handling ability. And every play that we have now is a couple plays in one because we could use him as a guy who initiates it.
Pippen from the outside.
Pippen just brought more excitement and also just a whole new fresh start again.
Pippen teams up with center Akeem Olajuwon and forward Charles Barkley to give the Rockets 3 of the game's biggest stars.
Barkley's slam as he took it right in.
Good job!
Tim Duncan.
The Rockets also signed veteran Antoine Carr from Utah, who's looking forward to playing with a versatile Pippen.
He's a 3-man who can also play 2-man and 1. He's very quick, has great defensive ability. If you add everything up, you got an all-star wrapped up in one big package.
The ultimate goal is to win a championship, and hopefully he get here and get his 7th, and I can get my 1st.
Some familiar faces return to the Dallas Mavericks. Most importantly, their leading scorer from last season, Michael Finley.
Positive for us is to get out the blocks quick, get some more wins quick, and just get that confidence going up. You don't want to start a shortened season in the hole. And so hopefully we can start on the winning side and continue that throughout the season.
The Mavs will also get a boost from having a healthy Robert Pack and Cedric Ceballos once again. They also have a new floor leader in Steve Nash and a promising rookie, a German-born Dirk Nowitzki.
We have a great team, and we can develop together in the season, and hopefully we'll win some games.
The Vancouver Grizzlies took to the water to help them get in shape, and most of the players handled it well, except rookie Felipe Lopez.
Man, it's a tough job when you don't know how to swim.
But he knows what to do on the court.
Beat inside to Lopez, spins away up with a right-handed shot, and he's good.
Joining Lopez in Vancouver is the league's 2nd overall draft pick, the University of Arizona's Mike Bibby. He'll take over as the team's new point guard. And with star forward Sharif Abdur-Rahim, the Grizzlies have a talented young nucleus.
There's Mike Bibby.
I think we're going to be an improved team. I like our team. I like our chemistry right now. I think we've added some pieces that are going to help our ball club.
Bibby calls it, feeds left side. Mack thinking about shooting, won't. Goes to Parks. Quick turnaround, yes.
Already I like what Parks has done.
In Denver, the Nuggets are pumped up about the new season. After adding point guard Nick Van Exel, and forward Antonio McDyess, and they hope to put last year's struggles behind them.
This is like a new atmosphere here. It feels like that dark cloud is dissipated, over top of McNichols Arena, and hopefully a new dawn is about to begin.
Terrific angle left out of your pass to McDyess. Nicely done. Slammed up.
Hopefully we can come into this thing with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement and get the fans in here and get off to a good start.
Ahead to Corey Alexander, right side man. Exel for three. Good. Boy, he can get hot on that shot.
And new coach Mike D'Antoni thinks the Nuggets could be a surprise team.
We're unknown now. Hopefully we can get it together and put a good team on the floor, and hopefully it's a couple months where people will start taking notice.
Make life divine and love me only.
Welcome back to NBA action.
9.
Time now for the top 10 plays of the preseason in our courtside countdown. Starting us off at number 10, it's the Detroit Pistons' Grant Hill.
Gets it off in time. Oh, yeah!
That's knowing the clock. Watch how he hangs just a minute while the defense flies by before dropping it.
Coming in at number 9, it's Rasheed Wallace of the Portland Trailblazers.
Wallace! Oh, Rasheed bringing them to their feet early here at the Rose Garden.
At 8, here's the Sacramento Kings' Lawrence Thunderbird.
Boyle lost the ball. Thunderbird steals and jams over Adano with the left hand.
Checking in at number 7, Sam Mitchell of the Minnesota Timberwolves beats the buzzer.
Over to Mitchell. He's got to look at the three. At the buzzer. He hits it. We go to overtime. Their last 5 baskets were 3-pointers. How did he get an open look? Can you believe it? 97 all as we go to an extra 5 minutes.
Coming in at number 6, it's the San Antonio Spurs' David Robinson.
By David Robinson, as ballet meets the NBA, a wonderful pirouette inside.
In at number 5, here's Adonis Jordan of the Milwaukee Bucks from long range.
Adonis Jordan from 40 feet.
At number 4, it's Cleveland Cavaliers point guard Brevin Knight.
Brevin Knight throws it up and in, and he is fouled.
That was a pretty tough basket, but still it was in transition, and he gets fouled. He's going to get a three-point play there.
At 3, it's the mailman, Karl Malone.
20 to Karl Malone, right side left goal. Oh, baby, he's fouled. Porter set the assist. Karl Malone a twisting bank shot.
Coming in at number 2, here's Jermaine O'Neal of the Portland Trailblazers.
O'Neal with the left-handed dunk.
And the number 1 play of the preseason comes from the Lakers' Kobe Bryant.
Kobe's got it, spin it up and in.
He hangs, throws it up, gets to contact, and gets the crowd a little excited.
That's our show for today. Remember, you can send us your emails at the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. See you next week.
Well, let's look at the hustle board. It favors Toronto. The block shots, 4-3 Milwaukee. Glenn Robinson has 2 of the 4. Toronto with 8 steals to 5, and the rebounding we talked about, 27-24, so it's 38-33. On the hustle board, brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, to remind you it's time for better beer breath. Well, we want to remind you can call right now, 414-227-0500, and get great opening night tickets Thursday night against New Jersey. The tickets cost just $10. 414-227-0500. And, of course, you can stop at any Ticketmaster outlet or the Bradley Center box office and pick up tickets for opening night Thursday, a 7:30 start against the Nets.
When you look at the statistics of this ball game, you would say, well, gee, how are the Bucks leading? Well, in this one versus Charlotte, it's the difference in field goal percentage. But you look at the other factors, the rebounds we've talked about. I mean, the Raptors have a big advantage. Also, the Raptors took 22 free throws. The Bucks had only 9. So another area that the Raptors had the advantage in. Plus, they had 18 points in the paint. The Bucks only 10.
Well, the Dinosaurs,
the lead and the percentage, right?
The Dinosaurs start with the ball and turn it over. You're right. Absolutely. Up 7-40.
Statistics always continue to amaze you at times. Some nights you see a team up when they shouldn't be. And other times, just the reverse.
Tyrone Hill on the putback, and the whistle sounds.
What, Danny?
Foul call on the Raptors, number 42.
Well, most nights, and I've said this many times, we take a look at it again. Penetration opens it up, and then that leaves Tyrone Hill in position for the offensive rebound.
2 shots.
I'll still always take good shooting percentage.
Kevin Willis on the foul.
It's only the Bucks' 10th free throw attempt.
We talked about it Saturday. Field goal percentage and turnovers, always key determinants. Shoot 45% or more and turn it over 15 times or less, and you'll be in good shape in this league. It's Carter, quick first step, but he loses out of bounds.
Well, that might have been a highlight film finish had he not lost the ball. The way he can explode to the basket. See, they were looking for the back screen on Willis and then the post up, but Carter saw the opening to the baseline.
Turnovers even, 11 each way. We are expecting Denzel Washington to join us. We'll stop by our microphones tonight, so stick around for that visit. Should be interesting. Robinson's miss comes away for Christie, and now Alvin Williams on the dribble.
Now, from the Raptors standpoint, they have to feel good about the fact that they did a fairly good job of just the game going away from Glenn and kept him fairly silent for him in the first half. But it shows you the Bucks' versatility. And this guy is a guy you wanted to make one from the wing first, Jim. When you run at him cautiously. Let's see how he knocks the jumpers down. You know he's explosive to the rim.
Vince Carter with 11. Robinson on the catch and shoot. Ball goes out of bounds. Apparently one of the Bucks touched it last. Ray Allen and Irvin Johnson over there. How about the week Alvin Williams has? He has already defended against Kenny Anderson and Rod Strickland. Tonight he has Terrell Brandon. And coming up on Thursday, he will have Tim Hardaway of Miami. Down low, they go to Willis. Taken away by Hill.
Though, Jim, there's so many good point guards. Excellent defense inside.
You're right, it's one of the strongest positions in this league. Ball lost again.
Yep. Brandon with the turnover. Good defensive effort that time. By just staying in front of him, contain the penetration. That's not easily done.
Williams subbed for Kenny Anderson. Both were with Toronto last year, and I beg your pardon, with Portland, and Portland went 9-1 in Anderson's absence. We'll see what kind of a point guard he develops into. This is Carter. There's that jump shot you were calling for, and he misses it. Oakley runs it out of bounds. Bounces off his body, and the Bucks get it back.
He can shoot the jumper, but at this point in the ball game, it's important to keep him there.
Milwaukee up 5. Allen sealed by Christie. That's a good look. Tyrone Hill hard to the basket. It's cleared by Willis. Oh, Willis and Johnson got tangled up, banging around in there. Oakley off the floor for Carter. He was on the way down when he got the shot away.
See, I think that's one of those, if you can hang time long enough, let's see. If you can hang time long enough, the officials at times will just go for it. See the body contact, he comes into Glenn. Tough situation for Glenn, wants you to leave the floor. Tough to make that call.
Robinson in foul jeopardy now with 4, 9:03 remaining in the third quarter. No move to pull him.
See, one of the things that concerns me is when the Bucks have had this lead and they're not making their jumpers right now, but when you have the Raptors, who have not been shooting well, come out a bit more aggressively here and take the initiative in the third quarter, once that ball starts to drop, the Bucks are going to have to match it and or check it.
Now Del Curry gets the call off the Bucks bench. Robinson, yes. Right over Carter.
Got to get him out, though, and that's what Coach is doing. You don't want to get a fifth foul on him right away. Buy a little time, but you lose that offense. Of course, Del Curry can provide something.
Oh, yeah, the pick. He took it away. Beating the Rook with the layup. 9 for Robinson. He's going to get some points before he's yanked.
I think he was fouled on that also. He indicated he was. I would agree.
Charles Oakley. 14-year veteran.
And you want to make him put it on the floor. He's going to stand around and shoot jumpers, but he's not going to penetrate by you that well.
Oakley gets his first 2. Nice pass inside Irvin Johnson. He was bodied, shot short. Willis on the dribble. And now a whistle as Willis and Irvin Johnson have contact in the lane.
See, he just gets a little flick on it right there. Actually, he was held in by Carter, but that's okay because that would have been side court. He gets the basket instead, but has to go over to the Gatorade because of the personal fouls.
4 points after the 4th foul. Del Curry on for Robinson.
Number 3, Del Curry for the Bucks.
Oakley has a mismatch. Illegal. Irvin Johnson double teamed off the ball, so that makes the Bucks illegal. That was the switch. Oakley knew it. He was trying to post up.
Each team called for an illegal defense. Toronto in the first quarter. 51-45 Milwaukee. The Bucks attempting to start 2-0. Del Curry bellies up on McGrady, and that's his 4th. So now the man that replaced Robinson because he picked up 4 has 4 himself.
Trailer with 4. That's the foul situation we talked about that the Bucks wanted to contain tonight. Now you've got a lot of people in foul trouble, and you have to show the depth of this team.
Oh, push from behind, but a travel call.
Yeah, he's right. Which is first? Well, the push created the travel, I guess. Let's see. You can't see it. Oh, yeah, you could. The tail end of it. No wonder he traveled.
22nd timeout taken. 7:25 remaining in the third quarter. The Bucks clinging to a 6-point lead at 51-45. Milwaukee with Toronto just 7. Indoor 3-on-3 basketball returns to Milwaukee on March 13th and 14th. Entry forms will be available soon. Pick one up at a Bucks home game or call 227-0500. If you call 227-0500 tonight, you can get tickets for opening night on Thursday against the Nets for just $10. 227-0500. Operators on duty at the Bucks office tonight. Oakley, right side post up, Hill all over it. Willis can't get his try to go, and the Bucks have it. Brandon on the pull-up. Tracy McGrady pulls in the rebound.
Now in this third period so far, the Bucks jumper's not there. And it's been basically all Raptors as they close the gap, 51-47.
Tracy McGrady, a whip-it-like body. He whips it through the hole. Brandon kicks it back out. Still moving the ball. What's the call?
They blew that whistle. Might have been a 3-second violation.
So the 3 is negated by Ray Allen. 6:42 at timeout, third quarter. 51-47 Bucks.
Does everyone like basketball?
You want to do something to help your community?
We're going to do some fundamental work.
You've just got to get off the bench.
And we're going to do some drills.
And volunteer.
Come on, good job.
Anyone can get involved. It's worth it.
Hey, the most important thing today is we're going to have fun.
Team up to improve your community.
At a secluded private school,
we could have a Halloween party. A roaming orgy.
I love the way this man thinks.
4 students are about to learn.
I'm not who you think I am.
Their teacher's terrifying secret.
Who is that? My brother. Michael!
Halloween H2O.
Oh my God.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
I'm a victim of child abuse. My life has been ruined because someone abused me very badly. Every day I fight to survive the flashbacks and nightmares. The effects are devastating, and for me, it's lasted my whole life. I suffer because I can't trust anyone. I want to fight back. I want people to know it's wrong to abuse children.
Send your postcard to Lightbuck's fourth quarter shootout, 10:01 North 4th in Milwaukee. 53203-1312 and take part in the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. We have a contestant, and we will have the contest in the fourth quarter tonight. The fourth quarter shootout brought to you by Miller Lite, the light beer that tastes great and is less filling. 6:35 in the third quarter. Jim Paskey with John McLaughlin at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Willis gets a lucky bounce. Couple of touches. He knows it. And it's a 2-point game. This third quarter has been rocky for the Bucks. Nothing is going their way.
Well, they've only scored 3 points at this point, so it's a long drought offensively.
Hill
that helps.
Makes it 5. Michael Curry gets the call off the bench for the Bucks. Allen, Brandon, Hill, Gilliam, and Del Curry on the floor now.
Back screen, then they look for the post-up for Willis.
Steal, great overplay. Anticipation, Brandon, he takes it in.
That was beautiful. See, they set the back screen. Willis goes to the left box. Then he looks for the pass out on the double team. Weak side, Brandon's there.
There's the surrounding defense around Willis. Oh, a takedown by Oakley. He pulls Ray Allen down off the ball.
He's hurt.
And he's hurt. I have a note on my card. What does it say right there on Toronto's side?
Yeah, toughness, but
may see a takedown.
Oh, well, that's right. That's something. Now, take a look at it on the weak side. Watch Oakley and Ray Allen get hooked up, and Oakley just throws him to the floor. Under the basket, take a look again. Look at this. Whoa, they both go down, tangled up, and it may have hurt Ray Allen's shoulder. I'm not sure. That's where he was hooked up. Oakley is one of those guys that gets in the trench and stays there. Very physical player, smart player, knows the tricks. That one they just got hung up together. Ray's on the bench. It's not his shoulder, might be his back, I don't know, I can't tell.
We'll hold our breath with you. 55-51, Milwaukee. Oakley still plays the way he did in New York, all over the court, in the seats, diving for balls. And Ray Allen is being helped out.
Do not like to see that. Oakley's been a bit of inspiration for this Raptor team here early in the season, the way he plays.
William rattles a shot. Ball tipped away from behind by Gilliam. Great defensive work. And we have a line violation that gives it right back to Toronto.
Now, if the Bucks can just stabilize in this period, Jim, and you can see trainer Mark Feil working with Ray at the end of the Bucks bench, there's a section open between the seats, and that's where they're standing. If the Bucks can just stabilize and get through this period and remain on top, they will have done a heck of a job, because it's been all Raptors to this point in the third quarter.
An illegal defense, and George Karl wants to know who. Violet Palmer making the call. That's the second illegal defense call against Milwaukee.
She's saying it was Gilliam under the basket, that he had not moved outside the hash mark.
No harm done from the line. 55-51.
See, Oakley sets the screen high. Now he goes underneath. He got switched, but Del Curry helps.
D. Brown for three.
Doesn't matter. He's shooting it from the outside.
He has 4 3-pointers tonight. 3 in the first half. 1 point Milwaukee lead. Gilliam out of the double team for Brandon.
A 14-8 run by the Raptors.
And the Bucks had it for a moment. McGrady on the foul. That's his second, and the second on Toronto. The Bucks have 3 team fouls.
When it's kind of going like this, Jim, and the Bucks relegated primarily to jump shots that they're in, this is when, if you could get some stops and some transition baskets, it helps get through the rough period.
Great pass, Hill from Brandon, contact Oakley.
I guess.
Apparently a pair of doctors have joined Mark Feil and Ray Allen off the end of the Bucks bench, so Ray's still grimacing a bit, but he's standing under his own power.
The way they're acting, it could be his back.
Number 15, Vince Carter in for the Raptors. He's in for number 13, Doug Brisky.
$57-54. Down low, Carter. Another illegal defense. Danny Crawford calls it against Terrell Brandon, and that is the third, so another free throw will be shot.
I don't understand that one either. Oakley cut through. Brandon went with him, got pushed from behind by Oakley, stopped, looked to the strong side, and they called an illegal defense. Take a look. Oakley and Brandon, watch Oakley go through, pushes off on him right there. He goes with him. He gets pushed just for a moment, stops, and that's when they call it.
Number 15, Vinny Del Negro.
Same thing, they run the same play time after time, forced to switch.
Looped in for Oakley, back up D. Brown. 3-second violation. Kevin Willis in the paint too long.
Jim, what has to happen is when Oakley sets that screen at the top of the circle, I think Brandon has to get over it or under it and stay with his man, because They're using that to get the mismatch situation too easily.
Del Curry with the miss. D. Brown, 13 points for Toronto. Kevin Willis has 14.
Bucks need something going to the basket.
Whoa. Toronto gets Carter going to the basket. 14 for Vince. Tied at 57. Vinny Del Negro.
No jumpers.
And a push off Armin Gilliam.
It's hard to think of anything for any stretch that's gone in the Bucks' favor in this third quarter.
Timeout, 2:26 in the third, tied at 57 at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
No one taught me more about teamwork than my dad. They called him Mr. Mean because he never smiled. He didn't smile when he volunteered to coach the kids in the neighborhood. He didn't smile when he drove the team to every game, or when he worked with kids for hours on his own time. He showed me anyone can make a difference if they just get involved. I'll tell you something else about my dad. He's got a great smile. Team up with your community.
Yeah. Believing I could make a difference wasn't the problem. I just didn't know how. I knew I couldn't do everything, but I could do one thing at a time. And I realized I wasn't the only one out there. I've learned so much from so many different people. It's been great getting involved. Team up with your community.
This week, see all the lethal action with a Letterboxd feature presentation of Lethal Weapon 4. The biggest, boldest, and best lethal yet.
We're not too old for this.
Just the way the filmmakers intended.
Beautiful.
Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Rene Russo, Joe Pesci, with Chris Rock and Jet Li. The box office blockbuster Lethal Weapon 4 Letterboxd, playing through February 13th on DirecTV.
Your volume.
Here's a look at tonight's Playback, brought to you by Discover Card. To apply, call 1-800-DISCOVER. Terrell Brandon on the steal and the score. 2:26 remaining in the third quarter. And we are tied at 57 and very pleased to introduce Denzel Washington to our audience. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Well, we're a little worried about your
son.
Your son, yeah, that's right.
Is he okay?
Well, we haven't heard officially. He is on the Bucks bench. I hope that Ray Allen is all right. He took a tumble, pulled down by Charles Oakley.
Right.
It looked like his back was the problem at the moment. Terrell Brandon picks up D. Brown. McGrady right underneath for Oakley. Toronto leads 59-57.
Well, Toronto reversed the field here in the third quarter, and they've got it all going their way. I know you've been watching it, but they're forcing the Bucks outside. Denzel, you played college ball, didn't you?
Yeah, I played a little bit for Fordham University.
Yeah. So you know what we're talking about.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Brandon answers. P.J. Carlesimo, right?
That's right.
Your son has a bruised back and tailbone.
Ouch.
But may return.
May return. Well, I hope he's okay.
Well, I saw when he made a couple of jumpers like you did in New York when you were in that game last year. And you said,
Everything
that's my
I
boy.
taught him.
That's my boy.
Everything I taught him.
How about this guy, Vince Carter?
Yeah, he's tough. He's real tough on the inside.
Carter with 16 on 7 of 9 shooting. He's had a lot of inside baskets.
Well,
Shot clock at 10.
Shot poorly in the first half. You knew that they would not continue to shoot that poorly, and they've just reversed the field on the Bucks here. Bucks struggle, Raptors nail it.
Great rebounded basket by Michael Curry. Tied at 61. Under a minute to play in the third. Great movie, by the way.
I don't suppose you've seen the Lakers yet. You've been out filming.
Sunday I was in Los Angeles for the Utah game. We still haven't figured out how to beat them yet.
Yeah, saw that game. Of course, the pick and roll is still deadly for them.
Yeah.
So are you a Rodman man? Would that help the Lakers?
Well, I like Rodman. I think that They got the players to win it all right now. They just need to apply themselves and maybe come up with a little better strategy than giving the ball to Shaq 15 times in the last quarter when he knows he's going to get fouled every time. They're going to put him on the line, and he's a 50-some-odd% free throw shooter. I should be coaching.
We'll tell Dell that. we got a coach for you. Penetration.
Offensive foul. Reggie Slater's basket doesn't count. It's still tied at 61.
Now see, we're seeing the Raptors break down the Bucks defense throughout this period, and yet they're keeping the Bucks on the perimeter for the jumpers, which they've been missing. Look at the replay. Wow, a lot of contact. This is how people get hurt. Fortunately, no one comes down on anyone else.
Well, the Raptors have some big bodies. They were relying on the jump shot early in the game, and they weren't hitting it. Now they're just pushing it inside. I think they've made the adjustment.
Del Negro on the lead for Curry, who gets the 3 away, but it doesn't go. And after 3 tonight, we are tied. It's a beauty, 61-61 in Toronto. We'll be back with the fourth quarter shootout and more from Denzel Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some mind-blowing.
Getting involved definitely takes some effort, but it doesn't have to take a lot of time.
How long does it take to give encouragement?
Show compassion or offer help. Does it take a lot of time to teach something or to show respect?
How long does it take to forgive someone?
I'm sorry. All right.
Or offer hope?
Team up with your community.
You'll be amazed how time flies.
Team up.
Is your mother around?
There's a cowboy here.
From one of the most acclaimed novels of our time.
What went on out there with Pilgrim?
From Academy Award-winning director Robert Redford.
Was I right to bring her here away from what's familiar?
Easily one of the best films of the year. Robert Redford.
I never expected to feel this way again.
Kristen Scott Thomas. The Horse Whisperer.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
I'm John Strauss.
We break into this coffin.
My husband's very ill. We're trying to find his family here.
Look who's coming back from the dead.
Why are you lying? Where do I come from?
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Hello everybody, I'm Ahmad Rashad, and I hope you're enjoying your free preview of NBA League Pass on DirecTV. Now, if you like what you're seeing, you can order NBA League Pass for the special price of $69 by calling 1-800-GET-SPORTS by February 11th. With NBA League Pass, you can see up to 40 games a week. Watch your favorite players, teams, and the exciting matchups that the NBA has to offer. So call now to order NBA League Pass, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your free preview on DirecTV Sports.
It's time for the fourth quarter shootout, brought to you by Miller Lite, the light beer that tastes great and is less filling. Tonight, Mabel Vera has selected Del Curry to hit the Bucks' first points here in the fourth quarter. And for having her postcard selected, Mabel Vera wins a family 4-pack of Bucks tickets. And if Del can hit a shot, any kind of a shot, Mabel will pick up a 19-inch color television set. Well, Denzel Washington, how do you rate Ray Allen as an actor?
Oh, he did a fine job. He worked very hard. He was very relaxed. The character that he played is, somewhat similar to his own circumstances. So he did a great job. Taught him all I could about the game of basketball, and it's paying off.
Well, you have to play a little bit of ball at times when you guys are together. There it is.
Mabel Vera wins a 19-inch color television set thanks to Del Curry, and the Bucks take the lead, 63-61. That's how easy it is. Send your postcard in the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout.
Actually, Ray beat out Tracy McGrady. He came in and read for the part as well.
They had a number of guys read for that part.
Yeah, John Wallace.
Well, McGrady beats the Bucks to tie the game at 63.
I mean, was it decided on that one read?
The final read that I did one with Tracy and Ray and Rick Fox and I believe John Wallace. And Ray was just by far the better.
Robinson and Michael Curry misconnect. Toronto getting the ball back.
I'll tell you this, we're delighted to have him in Milwaukee, and we're hoping that there's going to be a re-up on his contract. He's talking about that. He's really a fine person.
He's a good kid.
He really is. He's an outstanding basketball player.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm watching him on the bench, and he's still in a bit of pain as he's sitting there. Man,
Rip Slater. John Mark File just told me that Ray will come back.
Okay. Well, now what's happening now? The Bucks have to reverse this with their defense. All right, the offense hasn't been going. They've been relegated to half-court offense. They're not scoring. Raptors have been in control, so the Bucks have got to reverse field by forcing them to miss and turn it over.
Vince Carter picks up his third foul. Do you have any current projects underway?
I'm here in Toronto working on a new film with Norman Jewison is directing about the life of the middleweight boxer Ruben Hurricane Carter.
Now, will you be here for a long period of time?
Yeah, I've been here about 2 months, and we got another 2 or 3 weeks.
How's your jab? How's your jab?
My jab is good. My left hook is better. My defense is tight.
D. Brown for three, wide to the right, air ball.
Well, that had to be more of a stretch for you preparing than basketball was since you were a basketball player.
Yes, it was. It was a stretch, a big stretch.
With whom did you train?
A guy by the name of Terry Claiborne who trains boxers out of L.A., and he was a fine boxer, pro boxer himself.
See, double team on the ball. Everybody does that. Try to push him out. Curry stepping back in. You got to make a run at him.
I say let him go.
Have you had to do a lot conditioning-wise for this one?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. A lot of road work. I do what pro boxers do, preparing for a fight.
Reggie Slater, the shooter's touch. Toronto by 2, 67-65.
See, now Slater, when with that kind of body, you can play inside. So when he gives you that outside, now it's a real challenge to defend it.
Right.
There's the swung around Big Dog. Nice pass, another one. Gilliam, yes sir. He waited for McGrady to fly by. Here comes Ray Allen.
There's my boy.
Do you remember the game in New York last year?
Oh yeah, I was there.
I know you were.
When he hit that big shot at the end.
Hey, that was a 5-pointer. That was so deep.
Well, I had to make sure I didn't get too happy because I'm from New York. I realized I was the only one jumping up and down.
Yeah, you were on the floor. See, you were caught on that one. See, that one was on the tube too.
All right, son.
There's the wink from Ray Allen. Armin Gilliam picks up his second foul. Tied at 67. 8:57 remaining. Denzel, thanks a lot. We appreciate the time.
My pleasure.
Please kiss me, croaked the frog. And then the princess kissed the frog, and he suddenly turned into Charles Barkley.
Daddy!
Okay. You caught me. The frog turned into a handsome prince. I love reading with my kids. We all enjoy it. Reading builds a solid foundation for their future. Okay, who wants to read the next one?
Daddy, Charles must have been a really big frog.
I'm the cool cat who read all that. Every book from front to back. I even read the tiny type. I read each one from day to night. I read about that famous flight and was terrified by tales of fright. Every page I did indeed. I'm one cool cat who loves to read. It's not coincidental. Reading is fundamental.
Be prepared to be scared with these 3 frightening films playing on DirecTV. Talk about your dysfunctional families.
Come on!
This brother is a nightmare. Halloween H2O, half human, half vampire, and completely deadly. Wesley Snipes, Blade. They look like model students, but looks can be deceiving. Disturbing behavior. It's a lesson in terror with these movies playing this month on DirecTV.
Stay tuned to WCGV Channel 24 for the new UPN comedy Between Brothers, and get ready to get psyched by everyone's favorite psychiatrist. That would be Frasier. Tonight's episode, Eddie becomes a new father, and Frasier tries to get him neutered without Martin's permission. Right after tonight's game here on WCGV Channel 24.
Number 35, Reggie Slater. 2 shots.
Reggie Slater at the free throw line, breaking the tie, 68-67 Toronto. Has Denzel Washington ever done a movie you didn't thoroughly enjoy?
Well, I was just thinking about when he was here. He has made so many wonderful movies.
The Grisham movies.
And such a variety, you know?
Outstanding. Del Curry.
Yeah.
Yep. And it is a three.
Del Curry. For three.
Curry hits a triple. The Bucks lead by 2. McGrady dances. And Gilliam rebounds. The final NBA game to be played at Maple Leaf Gardens. Robinson from the corner.
Well, Jim, the jump shot is going to be very important to this Bucks team this year. They don't have a lot of inside presence. That will be an Achilles heel. Arman can give them that. Hill can at night, at certain nights offensively. But these jump shooters have to make these jumpers, and they've got enough of them that perhaps that can happen consistently. We've seen a drought in this game. Good D. Bucks needed a stop and a turnover.
Toronto takes a timeout. 7:49 remaining. And we will be back. It's a beauty.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? Okay, our book club is in session. First up, Max's dad wants to join our club. Hello.
Let's give him the test.
Name Max's favorite book. Billy and the Robot. What's the robot super word? Bazamo.
He's good.
Last question. Reading is fundamental. All in favor? Aye. All right, congratulations. Thank you.
I'm John Strauss.
We break into this coffin.
My husband's very ill. We're trying to find his family here.
Look who's coming back from the dead.
Why are you lying? Where do I come from?
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Over half of American kids are not active on a regular basis, but there are lots of fun ways to get fit.
You can double dutch.
Play with your dog.
Jump higher.
Make a move. Juggle, or at least try to.
The more active you are, better you'll feel. Play fit, stay fit.
Take a look at the Bucks Sky Shot of the game, brought to you by Midwest Express Airlines, the best care in the air and the official airline of the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three by Curry. We'll be heading home on Midwest Express tonight. Chocolate chip cookies all around. 72-68. We get them win or lose, but they taste better when we win.
Yeah, but Jim, you're not supposed to ask for them when we get on the plane.
I take the extras home. Ray Allen shot is short. It comes down for Oakley. Ray seems to be moving all right. Bruised tailbone and back. Pulled down by Charles Oakley. Well, you hope that doesn't affect him in a day or two.
Same play they've run a number of times. Back screen for Willis at the top. He comes down the lane, gets it in post up.
Willis, no. Del Curry rebounding. Terrell Brandon and Tyrone Hill come off the bench. They're at the scorer's table. Ray Allen's three from the corner comes off. Oh my goodness. Vince Carter from D. Brown. You think they'll like him here? 18 for Carter.
That doesn't even have to be a good pass. Just get it close.
The Bucks still lead by 2. Robinson back out. Allen paint, tough shot, draws the foul. Good work, Ray Allen.
Now see that time, did he think about, well, look at the alley-oop first. Woo! Now, he's had a couple of misses, so did he think about it on the jumper that time and say, hey, I'm going to go inside here and see what I can get? And he gets the foul, which gets him the free throw. Kind of get that that rhythm back and get the lid off the basket.
Carter had 16 at Boston, 4 against Washington, 18 tonight. Allen with 15, his first 2 points in the second half. The Bucks lead by 4, 74-70. Under 6.5 to play. Robinson goes for the steal. Brandon gets a hand in there, and the Bucks take it away. Del Negro. Ooh. Oh, man. Behind the screen, Robinson. Doesn't matter how you do it.
It sure doesn't. And that was a stop at this end. The Bucks defense was there. Oakley tries to pass out of that swarming D and turns it over. That sets up the basket. The defense stepping up, helping build a little lead here. We talked about how important that is. Oh, Willis throws an elbow and hooks Tyrone Hill, who then can't control. It's their ball. Take a look at this. See that? Oh, you saw the tail end of it. He throws that hand back with the elbow around, gives him the advantage on the turn to turn the corner.
The Bucks were mentally prepared for that style of play from both Willis and Oakley. That's the way they play the game. That's not all bad.
Great job.
Unbelievable. Brandon, Del Negro, Robinson, foul, Oakley.
Well, good foul by Oakley. You know he's going to take that one. You can see it coming, but you have to concentrate on it, because if he doesn't, you're going to miss. Look at the outlet. Brandon plays it well. 2-on-1 and a hammer.
Number 4 on Oakley. Robinson, 13 points. He has hit half his shots.
Well, he spent some time on the pine. Foul trouble.
Went 2 of 3 from the line tonight. 77-70, Milwaukee.
This is a building, if you look through the glass, there's a lot of activity back there and a lot of color that can mess you up a little bit if you don't concentrate.
E. Brown misses the 3. And we get a loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul.
Yeah, Ray Allen. Apparently they're saying he was trying to gain position and held off the ball.
He was way off the ball.
There it is. Oh, good job by Ray.
Man, nicely done. He broke it up. Back out for Oakley.
It's about the 3rd time tonight there's been a loose ball and it came right back to the Raptors.
Good double team. Christie will shoot over Brandon with the height advantage. Del Negro, good hands. He tips it to Robinson. Allen was held by Christie, which impeded the break, and now Willis from behind on the foul.
Man, that was just going to get it. The Bucks just gang rebound that time, and Big Dog came out of there with authority. Side court. Long rebound. Del Negro, Allen, and Doggy right there.
Brandon.
Great job by Del Negro. Great job by Brandon then to step inside and drain it. Double great.
The Bucks on a 12-3 run when it was tied at the 67-67 mark with 8:57 left. We have 4:40 to go in Toronto. Don't go away.
Everyone is unique, and we like the things that make us different.
I have this dimple right here.
I have an offbeat sense of humor.
It's my speed that sets me apart.
I don't believe anyone has more wrinkles than I do.
My style, it speaks for itself. But all women have one thing in common. We are all at risk for breast cancer. In the fight against breast cancer, you just can't do it alone. For more information, call 1-888-462-CURE.
They're moving up.
They're promoting.
Captain Riggs. Captain Murtaugh. And settling down.
We never talked about marriage.
You want to get married?
But old habits.
Think you can stay off the streets and out of trouble?
Yeah, absolutely. Are hard to break. Beautiful. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo, and Chris Rock.
We're not too old for this.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
You know, I've heard a lot of motivational speeches in my life, but nothing quite like this. Make a career of humanity, and you will make a greater person of yourself, a greater nation of your country, and a finer world to live in. These are the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose accomplishments are an inspiration to us all.
Detroit, playing its third game in 3 days, trails Philadelphia by 4 in the third quarter. An early score, +10, Miami over the Celtics. Also in the first, the Spurs leading the Timberwolves. George Karl's Bucks on a 12-3 run over the last 4 minutes and 17 seconds to lead 79-70. Willis deep. Rolls out to Oakland. Fresh shot clock. Back to the big man. He's picked. Allen and Robinson combining. What a pass. Brandon on the reverse. 81-70. Brandon again.
Well, they executed a fantastic, flashing, fast-breaking Charlotte. They accomplished the same thing here on the turnover. Waste no time covering the boards.
TB has a dozen points. Shot clock under 10. Christie on the baseline, met there by Hill. Great defensive work, and Robinson has it. 3-on-2 break. Del Negro. Yes, sir. 16-3 on the run. The Bucks lead by 13.
The Bucks needed their defense, as I indicated in the third quarter, to step up and start to do a job for them. That will get them out of the offensive drought that they were in. That's exactly what's happening.
Butch Carter calling for a foul he will not get. We'll take a break. 3:39 remaining at Maple Leaf Gardens.
CARE is here to help people help themselves. The progress is really remarkable in Zambia. People work so hard to improve their lot in life. And these people are really willing to learn now. I think Dikembe Mutombo understands that the power inside these people is really phenomenal. I know Mutombo will bring home one important thought. A little care can make a world of difference.
How has Black history made an impact in your life?
More than anything, it gave me a sense of pride and a better understanding of who I am. It made me more determined to do something positive with my life.
Some people may say, I'm not African American, so why do I need to learn about Black history?
Because Black history is American history. It's about celebrating American people. That's why everybody should celebrate Black History Month.
He defied the law and became a legend.
Zorro was a servant of the people. He did what was needed. And now he's needed again.
Now he will train the next generation.
This is going to take a lot of work.
And avenge his past.
Tell her who her real father is. The truth dies with me.
Antonio Banderas, Anthony Hopkins, The Mask of Zorro.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
Take a relook at the Bucks defense in action. Willis tries to penetrate, defensive hands there, pinned on both sides, and then that is beautiful fast break basketball in the finish.
Call right now, 414-227-0500. $10 opening night tickets. Watch these Bucks on Thursday night against the New Jersey Nets. Vince Carter on the baseline. Ray Allen on the foul. Operators on duty. They'll take your calls. $10 tickets available for the opener.
Team foul number 3.
Well, we want to remind seasoned subscribers and 10-pack holders to Watch for your complimentary tickets to the Bucks premiere party. That's coming up Thursday before the home game, the opener, at 5 o'clock in the Milwaukee Auditorium. That's when it starts. It runs until 7:15. Coach Carl will visit. There'll be live music, refreshments, and fun for all Bucks fans. We'll be mailing you those tickets.
Well, Vince Carter is an outstanding talent that's come into this ball game. He's exciting. I don't think he was fouled a couple of times tonight, but because he can hang time and double pump it, they go for the body on it. He draws those fouls.
Carter has 20. He tips this one away and is unable to save. Bucks ball, 12 on the shot clock. .321 remaining. Terrell Brandon, 6 straight points for the Bucks.
Well, the jumpers were not going in the third quarter. They're going now. The Bucks have so many offensive weapons. That time, just give Terrell a clear out.
Brandon has 14. 85-72. Under 3 minutes. Good ball movement by Toronto. And Kevin Willis finishes.
See, when the ball's moving around the dome like that, that allows a guy like Willis to come to the ball, rotate. You can't double team him until there's a fake pass or he catches.
Del Negro creates his own shot. 87-74. Del Negro has 9 for the Bucks. You knew he wouldn't stay off the scoreboard for long. Bank shot won't go for Carter.
Now the Bucks will milk it a little bit. If they don't have an obvious turnover break opportunity, you burn the clock a bit.
Under 2 minutes in the fourth. You'd like to think the Bucks have it well in hand with a 13-point lead. Number 13 makes it 15.
Man, I mean, that's spacing and that's rocking and rolling, just measuring it. Running and executing well. It's getting the Bucks some openings, but they're making the jumpers this quarter.
Robinson with 16 points. The fans start to leave Maple Leaf Gardens. Lee Brown, rebound, Terrell Brandon, and he comes up grabbing his
cramps,
his legs around the quad area, which he's had some problem with lately. He knew immediately that they tightened up. Did look like cramps, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When you grab both legs like that, that's usually what it is.
22nd timeout taken by the Bucks. 1:31 remaining. Well, the house will be rocking on Thursday. Now a full timeout. We'll keep it here. The Bradley Center will be rocking. 7:30. The New Jersey Nets. Jason Williams, Keith Van Horn, Eric Murdoch. And it will be Bucks schedule magnet night. You'll also receive a Sony I Still Love This Game CD. That's a great CD. It has all kinds of music and also some computer screensavers and some interactive computer games, all on the same CD. And once again, operators are standing by. You can call 414-227-0500 and pick up opening night tickets for as little as $10 if you call now.
It'd be fun to come and see too, Jim. A lot going on that night.
Opening night is always great at the Bradley Center.
Yeah.
Well, you see that Toronto outscored the Bucks 21-14 in the third quarter and committed 9 turnovers to the Bucks 4. They tied the game at that point, 61-61. But in the fourth, the Bucks have done the job, plus 15, 28-13.
Well, you win 3 of the 4 quarters, and the fourth one, that commanding lead, that is excellent. And again, the lid finally came off the basket, but the Bucks defense is what helped get the Bucks better opportunities. Now, if he does have cramps or whatever it is at this point in the ball game, you can afford to take him out, not gamble anymore.
The Bucks are shooting just under 49%, hitting 30 of 74. Toronto at 36% for the game. And once again, the Bucks have been out-rebounded, but are in position to win. 44 rebounds to 37. You can look at those rebounding totals and see different things. Seattle was not the best rebounding team, and they averaged 59 victories for George Karl over the last 6 seasons.
Well, if you're not going to rebound it, though, you got to force them to turn the ball over, and you got to do that on the floor, which is where Seattle did it.
Ray Allen with another pair. 91-74 Bucks.
Bucks with foul again.
Del Curry picks it up. Adonis Jordan checks in for Ray Allen with 1:11 to play. Adonis Jordan, his second NBA season, he has seen action with Denver. Most recently, however, he was in the CBA with Rockford. Second-year man from Kansas. Tracy McGrady dances. And Robinson able to clear and control. Del Negro brings it up. Buys a little time for Curry's three. Willis on the rebound. The Bucks will put away the Raptors tonight and come home 2-0 to face the New Jersey Nets on Thursday night. Reggie Slater, collared by Hill. 38.5 seconds left here.
Or hammered, whichever term you prefer. That gets
Number 18,
on the line, not the easy basket. Honeycutt, Fight, Trailer, all coming in the ball game. Also Elliott Perry.
Number 35.
So the foul allowed that exchange to occur.
He'll shoot 2. Number 5, Elliott Perry, also in for the Bucks.
Toronto has turned the ball over 22 times. They had 9 at the half. Milwaukee with 16 turnovers. Jamie Fike also in the game. 91-75. Excellent victory for the Bucks tonight. They worked hard, but they get it done with a whopping fourth quarter. Jamie Fike off to McGrady. Slater ahead for Carter.
He's got some explosion in him.
He has 22 points. Up and over for Adonis Jordan, 7/10 of a second remaining. Carter on the miss. George Karl is 2-0. The New York Knicks won the first game in Maple Leaf Gardens on November 1st, 1946, 68-66. The Milwaukee Bucks win the last game in this House of Hockey, hallowed sports hall, 91-77. We'll be back to wrap from Toronto right after
this. I've got a problem. I love to read. So when I start a good book, I can't put it down. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have to keep reading. Then as soon as I finish, I can't wait to start the next one. I better get started. Reading is fundamental.
They're moving up.
They're promoting.
Captain Riggs.
Captain Murtaugh.
And settling down.
We never talked about marriage.
You want to get married?
But old habits.
Think you can stay off the streets and out of trouble?
Yeah, absolutely. Are hard to break. Beautiful. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo, and Chris Rock.
We're not too old for this.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
He defied the law and became a legend.
Zorro was a servant of the people. He did what was needed.
Now he's needed again.
Now he will train the next generation.
This is going to take a lot of work.
And avenge his past.
Tell her who her real father is. The truth dies with me.
Antonio Banderas, Anthony Hopkins, The Mask of Zorro.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
CARE is here to help people help themselves. The progress is really remarkable in Zambia. People work so hard to improve their lot in life. And these people are really willing to learn now. I think Dikembe Mutombo understands that the power inside these people is really phenomenal. I know Mutombo will bring home one important thought. A little care can make a world of difference.
Do I like to shop? Oh, yes. How you doing? Franks and beans? Aisle 5. Beans and Franks? Aisle 7.
Hi.
Fat free. Nothing but carb. Check this out. You're our 1 millionth shopper!
Right now, use your card at supermarkets and get double membership rewards points.
I love this card.
Well, this is fun, isn't it? The Bucks win 91-77 to go 2-0, and George Karl is perfect in Milwaukee.
Fun? Oh, no, I'd rather lose. This is great. And we've seen some really exciting basketball by the Bucks. Yes, in each game, they've had some lulls, no question about it. That's going to happen. The Bucks, the areas that they're going to want to continue to concentrate on are rebounding and their inside offensive play to try to establish more and more in there. And that's where Armin and Tyrone are so important, to establish that inside so that you can get all these bevy of shooters going. But with their defense, if they can scatter, force turnovers, and get some transition going, they're going to get those offensive opportunities, and we saw it throughout tonight. Even though they were quiet in the third, the fourth, they lit it up.
61-61 after the third quarter, when the Bucks were outscored 21-14. Then they came back and put the hammer down 30-16 in that final period. And take your pick. We'll have a player of the game, but once again, John, and I think this is the good news, it's difficult to select a true player of the game because everybody contributes and they're all pretty even.
Well, the depth factor, we're going to see that all year long with the guys that they've added to this ball club. That allows them to have the depth and a lot of different people to step up each night. We saw it again tonight.
Glenn Robinson is the player of the game. Glenn had 16 points and 5 rebounds. He did a wonderful job tonight. So did Ray Allen, so did Terrell Brandon, but Glenn is the player of the game, brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, who reminds you it's time for a good old macro brew. And now we have the stats. The rebounding 47-39 favoring Toronto. Once again, the Bucks down in that category as you take a look at the MGD hustle board tonight. 59-58, very close on the hustle board. There are the rebounding totals. The steals 13 favoring Milwaukee to Toronto's 8, and the block shots +2 Milwaukee Bucks. It doesn't matter when you talk about hustle boards and all the stats. It's the scoreboard that counts, and this Bucks team, John, and it's almost hard to define 2 games into the season, but there's a grit here, there's a resolve, and there is also an awful lot of coaching going on with this ball club.
Absolutely, Jim. I mean, there's a lot of factors that are occurring here. The Bucks did shoot better than their opponent tonight, and I think you have to look at that. When you have a team shoot 35%, that's the Raptors, that's your defense. Now, even though we saw breakdowns in that, and we saw the Raptors shoot well at times and get a lot of points in the paint throughout the course of the game, when you measure it and you look at it, they were pushed to the perimeter more often. They missed a lot of those shots. They did not shoot well throughout. And even though some of the strategies broke down in terms of putting them on the line and letting them rebound, the Bucks made up for it overall.
And the turnovers again favor Milwaukee. 22 turnovers by Toronto. The Bucks with 16 plus 14 on points off those turnovers, and that has been a factor in the first 2 games.
That's your defense coming through.
Well, we'll do it again. That will be in Orlando. We'll be there on Sunday. The Bucks and the Magic, Penny Hardaway and company. That'll be a dandy. For John McLaughlin and producer-director Gary Kirby, this is Jim Paskey. Thanks for watching tonight's final score. Milwaukee 91, Toronto 77. This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA. For the final time, good night from Maple Leaf Gardens for NBA basketball.